Welcome, people of YouTube, to my next playthrough. I'm Susie Porygon, and get a load of this. I'm going to be playing a game from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection on Nintendo Switch. It's a collection that features, I think, 13 classic games from the 80s and 90s, including arcade games and console games, of course, like on NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, and even Game Boy. But first, allow me to show you the intro for the collection. Published by Konami. I don't even know which company released this collection. Or developed it, rather.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Well, that was nice. Although the music that plays on the title screen is a bit loud. But aside from choosing the games, like, wait, Turtle Slayer? Boxes and manuals? Okay, so it shows you the boxes that each game comes with. And even the manuals as well. Yup, this game does indeed feature the first Ninja Turtles game on Nintendo Entertainment System. It shows you the front and back of the boxes. Well, that's nice. Wait, which game is this? Oh, it must be the Japanese version of the NES game. So it shows you, like, the boxes for the American and Japanese releases. That's the second NES Ninja Turtles game, which was based on the arcade game, which is unfortunately a watered-down version of the arcade game. And then there's the third game, the Manhattan Project. But I'm not really going to go for all these. And you got the manuals as well. So, wait, this one is for the NES game as well? Well, there's no color whatsoever, but this is somewhat interesting to see. Oh, and there's even manuals for the Japanese versions as well. Well, of course, this is only for people who can speak and understand Japanese, which I don't. Okay, so let's just go on to the games now, shall we? So here are the games we got. You have the classic arcade game. Okay, it doesn't say what year it came, but you got that game. And then there's the second arcade game, Turtles in Time, which eventually got a Super NES release. Here's one of the Super NES games, such as that version of Turtles in Time, which was called Ninja Turtles 4. And you also got Tournament Fighters. Here's one of the Sega Genesis games, the Hyperstone Heist, and also Tournament Fighters, which is, of course, completely different from the Super NES version. There's the first NES game, which, well, many people will say it's a bad game, while others say it's not too bad. And of course, you got the arcade game version on NES, Manhattan Project. Oh yeah, there's also an NES version of Tournament Fighters as well. I never played that one yet, though, but I have tried out one of the Game Boy games, Fall of the Foot Clan. But I never have tried Back from the Sewers or Radical Rescue. I haven't tried every single game of this collection yet, but that's every one you can play. Now, for this playthrough, there is one game in this collection that I want to do a full playthrough of, and that game is the NES game, the first NES game. So, let's do this. And man, never did I think that I'd actually record an NES game with, like, full capture, direct capture. Before starting up, you get to see the introduction for the game, showing you all four of the turtles. It's showing them attacking with their weapons, pretty much showing you, like, the range of their attacks and such. And wait till you see Donatello's attack range. Because he uses a long bow staff, well, he has the longest attack range out of all four turtles. Oh god, the Foot Clan have captured April O'Neil. Now, you can hit the R button to bring up the collections menu. And just want to show you real quick the screen size. This is what the original looks like for the NES game. And you do also have alternate filters, like you got the TV filter, monitor, and even LCD filter. I'm guessing it's made to give you like an 80s or 90s style look, like whenever you play the NES game on an 80s or 90s television. And you can even turn off the border, but I'll leave that on. And turn off the filters as well. And the game also gives you a strategy guide. The collection gives you strategy guides for every game in it. So you can just use this in case you get stuck somewhere. Like, you got maps for pretty much every location in the NES game. It shows you where, like what manhole and building leads to where, and where you can find power-ups like the pizzas and the invisibilities, and I think maybe even some alternate weapons. But it can come in handy, like whenever you get stuck somewhere. Although this map right here, it can still get confusing. You can hit the A button to zoom in, but unfortunately, you can't move it around freely. You just hit left or right to shift between different parts, which I find annoying. You should really be able to just move it around freely. That makes things much easier. But, let's begin now. There are several different areas in the game, and I'm gonna be dividing this playthrough into different parts, like for each area in the game. And Leonardo is the turtle you start off with. And this manhole right here is the first one you need to go through. You can hit the pause button, and this is where you can switch between the 4 different turtles. But I'll stick with Leonardo for now. For now, I have Mousers to squash. These Mousers are pretty weak, and man, that 4th one just disappeared. That's something that happens in this game, like whenever an enemy goes off screen, they pretty much disappear. You can hold the jump button to jump up much higher. The Y button attacks while B is jump, and A and X has no function for this game whatsoever. Oh, then there's this guy throwing stuff at me. Oh my god, I should not have get hit by that one. Oh, but now I'm facing another one of these, which I'm guessing is supposed to be like a sub-boss. Or a mini-boss, rather. He wasn't so tough, though. He had very little health. Eat my swords, you dumb Mousers. Okay, there's a pizza power-up right there. It's just one pizza slice, which gives you a slight refill. But you can also find half pizzas and whole pizzas. And Leonardo can sure use that right now. Of course, there are differences between the 4 turtles, specifically with their attacks. And their attacks do have 3 different attributes, for power, speed, and range. Leonardo's attacks aren't too bad. He has a decent range, and a fine power and attack speed. Oh god, pesky Mousers. A lot of people say that this game is pretty bad because of, well, there are many things that people hate about it, like, well, there's the difficulty for one thing, not to mention, well, the hit detection in this game can be, let's say, generous. And not just for you, but for the enemies as well. There are also a lot of narrow jumps in this game that are pretty hard to make. Oh, and I'm about to come across the first boss in the game. Which turtle do I want to use? Leonardo's not in very good shape right now. Okay, I guess I'll pick Raphael for now. Unfortunately though, Raphael has definitely the weakest attack range. Which I suppose is understandable since he's using size, but even with his weak range, it doesn't exactly make him useless. I'm facing Bebop, and I got him stuck in the corner right there, and I defeated him with ease. But now Rocksteady is taking April away. And as you may have guessed, Rocksteady is the second boss you face, and he's gonna be a piece of cake, especially when I use Donatello against him. Oh, and there's a whole pizza up there. And let me show you Donatello, who is undeniably the best turtle to play as in this game, all because he has the longest attack range, and pretty much the best attack power as well. Oh wait, there's a slice of pizza here too. Okay, I don't know what this enemy's doing. I can't damage him while it's in that state, but okay. Oh god, a guy with a chainsaw. Too bad he's nothing to worry. I mean, not too bad. It's a good thing that he's nothing to worry about. Because Donatello is pretty awesome in this game. And you really don't want to lose him. Oh, okay, I almost wasted the pizza on him. I want Leonardo to have that. Every turtle in the game, as you can see, have their own health bars. so whenever one turtle is low on health, you can just switch to another turtle that has more health. Oh, come on, go down. That's right, keep taking damage, and okay, the whole pizza is also Leonardo's. Let's switch to Michelangelo for now. Mike has the fastest attack speed, and he has decent range too, but I think also the weakest attack power. Oh my god! I couldn't even destroy that enemy's projectiles, which is something that you can usually do. Oh god, the chainsaw guy's back. Okay, you know what, let me rewind. I've been taking a lot of cheap hits there. And that's another thing I still haven't mentioned, is that the collection gives you a rewind feature, which is done by holding down the L button. Like whenever you make a mistake or you take some cheap hits, you can hold down the L button to rewind to try to do better, but you can only rewind the last 10 seconds. Okay, this time I may have this guy. I don't think he can hit me from here. Excellent. Cowabunga, dude. Eat my chucks. Okay, so there's really nothing else to get in that building. It was just to get pizzas. Oh, and speaking of which, whenever you get the pizzas and you re-enter the building, the pizzas respawn, both the whole and sliced pizza. And that's one piece of mercy that this game gives you, is that you can respawn the pizzas by exiting and re-entering the area. Oh, and those vehicles you see roaming around, they kill you instantly. You really gotta watch out for those. Now, which manhole do I need to go through? Man, it was so not easy to avoid those bugs while I was still on the ladder. Now, if you're wondering what my opinion is on whether or not I think this game is good, well, it's a hard game, I'll admit. And I do also hate several aspects of it. But this game is possible to beat. And it's especially possible because, you know, I have the rewind feature, and not just that, but also the save and load feature, which pretty much act as save states. And I'm glad that this collection has that, because, after all, the Street Fighter Classic Collection has that, and so does the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, even though those were released by Capcom, but... Okay, that power-up you see right there is invincibility. Yeah, nothing will stand in my way now. I'm destroying all these monsters. And I just destroyed that mini-boss, some kind of frog-like creature, and... Oh my god, there's absolutely nothing else here. I can't go anywhere beyond these walls, and there's no pickup after I take out that mini-boss, so... This area right here is completely pointless. Unbelievable. So of course I did have to go through that other manhole after all. Crap, fire guy. I'm just gonna run past them. Although it's not exactly a smart move, since I'm still taking cheap hits here. I just want to get out of here. Those flying creatures are certainly annoying. They dive down at you. This is where I need to go. Ah, and here's a pizza slice here that I can make it respawn infinitely. Which means I can use this technique to fully heal all 4 turtles. Come on, go up the ladder. See that? The pizza's back, and that fire guy is gone, so of course it also changes the enemies as well. Which is another problem many people have with this game, is that the enemies are constantly changing, like whenever you exit a screen. Not just an area, but also exit a screen. They don't just endlessly respawn, but also constantly change. Come on, get that pizza. I do know, I'm fully aware that there's one pizza in this game in particular that's 100% impossible to get, as far as anybody can tell. But I won't come across that until much later on. Nah, I think I'm gonna move on now. These ugly things should be fearing me. Oh god, it's that frog guy again. Let's see if I can hit him from up here. No, get back up there. Come on, Don. You're supposed to be a smart turtle. In case I didn't mention yet, there are secondary weapons you can get, which are usually projectile weapons, like shurikens and boomerangs. Okay, he's out. I still gotta find Rocksteady and save April. And not just save April, but also save a dam from getting destroyed by bombs. And there's one area in this game where you're underwater and you have to disarm bombs, and a lot of people really hate that part of the game. Oh, come on! Man, I hate those fire guys. They should really learn to stop, drop, and roll already. Now, I think I need to go for this building. Yes, I do, because that's the same manhole that I came in. Of course, you can see there are enemies attacking in this overworld as well. Oh yes, and this game also has a lot of flickering issues, like you can see the bottom of the screen is flickering. You'll be seeing that a lot. Oh crap! Oh, huh. Oh, but I still get hit by those things. Okay, screw those guys. I'm moving on. And I am getting close to the boss fight against Rocksteady. Oh my god, that enemy's right there and I can't avoid taking damage. God, man, I really hate that. Oh, a boomerang. Give me that. The boomerang is of course retrievable. You throw it and it comes right back at you, and you hit the select button to switch between your weapons. But anyway, this is where the fight against Rocksteady takes place, and I'm also fully aware of a certain technique that can make this boss fight a complete piece of cake. You switch to Donatello, and then you stand up here, you duck down, and hit Rocksteady whenever it looks like he's ducking. Yeah, some people might say this is like a game flaw because it doesn't look like I should be able to hit him, even with Donatello's attacks. But still, it makes this boss fight incredibly easy. Of course, you gotta hit him at the right time. Rocksteady is out and April is saved. But now, I gotta save save the dam from getting blown up. All this is still part of Area 1 of the game. Don't worry, April, we won't let the Foot Clan destroy the dam. But first I gotta get through the dam itself to get to the top, in order to dive into the water. I also gotta make sure I'm prepared for the dam part, because, you know, I don't want all of my turtles to be at very low health. There are many sections in the underwater part of the game where you can take a lot of cheap hits, especially from some electric seaweed. Come on, jump down here. Or don't. Oh, now he does. Oh, oh god. I couldn't exactly hit that Mouser while I was standing. I gotta switch to another turtle. I really don't want to lose Donatello. Oh, but hold on. Let me give those enemies a good taste of my boomerang. Oh, ah, man. I still took a hit, but, well, my boomerang totally destroyed that guy. Oh, and hey, I'm not kidding when I say this, people, but even though Raphael has a very weak attack range, I remember there being one playthrough of this game on YouTube where the player went through the entire game only using Raphael. No, really, I remember it well. That playthrough actually does exist, and, well, I'm not so sure if it even still is on YouTube, but that's absolutely amazing. To see someone play through the entire game with one turtle, not to mention the one turtle with the weakest attack range. I really gotta take it slow here. Okay, that one just decided to fly off screen. Fine by me. Hey Mouser, try the size on for size. You're dealing with the angry turtle of the quartet here. Uh-oh, am I gonna have to face another mini-boss? Yes, I am. But first I gotta get rid of those little creatures. Now bring on the mini-boss. And I totally destroyed him. These boomerangs are awesome. Okay, I'm just about to reach the top of the dam, I think. No, not yet. That door right there leads to the top. Let me continue destroying these enemies all the way up there. Oh crap. Hey, back off you. I got a bow staff and I'm not afraid to use it. Whoa. Oh, okay, I didn't take a hit from that one. You are going to be seeing me using the rewind feature a lot, just for the sake of actually getting through this game, because again, it's pretty hard. I did not want to take that... Oh my god. Well, good thing I can easily avoid its throwing, like the shurikens I'm guessing is throwing, by ducking down. Oh my god, darn these things. Let's just go back to the boomerangs. Man, I took two cheap hits right there. Oh, a whole pizza. But I gotta face another mini boss. Give me a break. Oh, it's this thing that becomes invincible when it's doing that. Yeah, you better go down. Okay, I think Leonardo should have that whole pizza. I'm almost about to reach that underwater section that, as I mentioned, a lot of people hate. You're really telling me that thing's not gonna die instantly? Okay, back to Dawn it is. I hate to have Donatello hog all the action because I prefer playing as all four turtles, not just Don, but there are many places in the game where I have no choice but to keep using him because of how good he is. Now I gotta try to clear this jump, which is hard to make because I'm really close to the ceiling. Thank God for the rewind feature. There'll be a lot of jumps that are tough to make. But again, if you keep using the rewind feature, you won't have too much trouble anyway. That gap right there is where I must jump off to go into the water and disarm the bombs. Okay, so for this part, you gotta disarm several bombs. You keep tapping the B button to swim upward. And you gotta avoid getting shocked by the electricity. And I mentioned before that there's seaweed that shocks you as well. Oh god. Oh, that stuff down there, it pretty much... it grabs you whenever you're close enough to it. Okay, I gotta go back. I think there may have been another bomb that way. You can also see there's a time limit, so you really can't waste too much time. There is indeed another bomb up here. You really can't miss any bombs either. Oh, that was close. Oh god, that right there was the electric seaweed I mentioned. Here's the next bomb. Let me switch back to Michelangelo. I don't want Donatello to lose too much health to this. Is there another bomb around here? Nope. I disarmed that one already. Okay, but here's the next one. Oh, come on, go away already. I'm in a big hurry here and... oh my god. Well, gotta go to Leonardo and... look at this. Here's this section, where you're in a very tight spot in between all this seaweed, and it's pretty much impossible to avoid getting shocked by these even once. And that is such bad design. That's one reason many people hate this underwater section. And believe me, I'm not a fan of it either. All because of how many cheap hits you can take, and the time limit as well. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Whoa. Okay, the next bomb's right here, and I have less than a minute left. Okay, I don't have time to wait for this. But now Leonardo's almost dead. Okay, now do I go down here? That's a yes. I should be almost done. Oh my god. Stupid seaweed. Okay, the last bomb's over there. Area 1 is almost done. And after that, I'll end this video and save Area 2 for Part 2. Hurry, and of course I still get shot. But the damn level is done. Thank God. But now all 4 of the turtles are in bad shape. After that, you get a cutscene. Yup, the dam is safe. And the turtles go back home to their lair, only to find out that Master Splinter is gone and the whole place is trashed. Wait, who's that on the television? It's Shredder. He's holding Splinter hostage. And look at Shredder's hand. It's outside the television. Now that is just wrong. He's supposed to be somewhere else. It's not like he's actually in the turtle's lair behind the television. Yeah, it's just weird. But we know now that the Foot Clan are holding Splinter hostage now, so we gotta save him. And that's where we move on to Area 2 of the game. And look how huge Area 2 is. You can see the map right there, and yeah, again, it's gonna take a while to get through. But I'm gonna be ending Part 1 of this game right here. Again, wait, Area 3? I thought this was supposed to be Area 2. Hold on a sec. All of this is supposed to be Area 1, right? Yeah, it says right there. And okay, so the dam was Area 2 all along. Well, it was a short area anyway, so this will technically be Part 1 that includes Area 1 and 2. So in Part 2, I'll continue on with Area 3. So, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.